get this new model off the ground, and 30 months later, that business is $2.5 million a month. All the stuff that I used to maybe why do I even bother doing that? Like, I think about giving up. I just think this is where most people stop, and this is why they don't win. The transition is one of my most used things to my life. I'm actually a big proponent of having jobs, and I think that's probably heavy others. But yeah, why not get paid to learn shit? And if you're like, well,
Stick turns, flip it over, boom. "12 hours, still going strong." Got Mr. Buck. Hey, buddy. We are perfect all the way around. It's 8 p.m. I started at 7 a.m. Sun's going down. I'm filming this July 12th, I believe, so long days. Got mama and baby again. I love it.
achieve something terrible, something wonderful is happening to you, or something amazing just happened to you, you feel gratitude, yes or no? So the emotional signature...
This is how I'm designing the top, angle irons all across, and I'll lift all these back up and mortar them into place.
Or you should just get a job or save for a house or all of this crap, right? And what you've got to understand is that, the moment you decide to become an entrepreneur, non-entrepreneurs' advice is no longer valuable, right? Like, they're civilians. You change into like a different type of person when you start your own business and you become an entrepreneur. And, it's just the same way like a lion wouldn't care about the opinions of sheep. The sheep might gossip about this lion and say like, oh, like, look at that lion walking around doing these things. And the lion doesn't care, right? And this is what normal people do, civilian people do, when you decide to radicalize and become an entrepreneur. You put yourself over here, and now the sheep are over here, and they're going to gossip about you, they're going to say shit about you, and you've just got to learn to ignore them. And it's easier said than done. It'll take time. You can't just change this wiring in your brain, but the only way to change the wiring and not care about opinions is to just put up with them over time. Don't ask for people's opinions, first of all. Like, never ask for them. But what you'll find is people will still force them onto you. And then just listen to them. Don't fight their opinions. Just be like, yeah, okay, or whatever. Because if you try to defend yourself, you just look weak, right? Somebody who defends themselves to some, like, civilian's opinion, it just means that they're unsure themselves, right? So you don't need to fight back. You just go, okay, whatever, and just understand that the best revenge and the best, like, fuck you, I was right, is to win, right? So stop trying to win like a little verbal argument with a civilian and just say whatever, focus on your work, and don't say anything. Just say things with your results. So you don't need it, when it does work, you don't need to go back to everyone and be like, I told you so. They'll know. Just make it work. Focus solely on making it work, and don't defend yourself, ever. Don't reply to people's criticisms, ever. Don't care about their criticisms, just win. There's no any regard to the short-term cash flows. Like, I didn't...
Well, there we go. This is day 10, end of day 10. Got the chimney height done, the whole inside is done. sides. All the cinder work is done. Now doing the finished brick. This will clean up once it's dry. But should be pretty close to perfect. I'm just wrapping around on the inside. Okay, end of day 12, calling it early because it's a Friday and I got errands to run before things close. But good progress. Got around both corners and got the hardest part done. All the tricky cuts. Fun stuff. Gotta love an angle finder. Anyway, there you go. Coming along. So here I just I knocked out the brick that was there, just with my hammer and chisel, and I've got two 3/16 thick 1" by 1" angle iron, and that ends up being I cut it at 4 foot, which starts and ends at the brick. So and then I'll have equal distance on both sides, so it looks okay. And then from there, the gaps will be perfect. This will actually be elevated a little bit, and then these bricks will go up there, so the gap will be perfect. It'll be about the same as everything else. And then I just gotta work up and go on. Well, I can't remember if I took a video at the end of yesterday or not, but I got the tops on both of the sides finished, sides done. Now I'm starting on the back. I've got my line, and I'm just going to finish this spot, finish that spot.
The lens through which you view the world, to the degree where you actually see the layering in the thing. So like when you go to a museum and you look at Elvis Presley's guitar, you don't look at the guitar and think that's Elvis Presley's guitar. That's not how your brain works.
Okay, he started at 8 a.m. and now it is 8 p.m. and we're done all the way around up to this point. Gonna do that tomorrow. Well, here we are. I'm almost done. I wanted to be done today, but I underestimated just how much brick it takes to do a little 3 foot by 3 foot. But 3 foot by 3 foot by 6 foot. About. After the fireplace is done, we got to get this waterfall working. Trickles down. Well, here we are. It's all grouted and bricked, and it looks pretty good. And here's my leftovers. Going up. So here's how I finished the cap. Made sure all these pavers are sloping so that rain will hit and run off. So it's so clear. Covered all of my gaps. No places for water to get in. This will have to be maintained as the years go by with a concrete caulking. Construction caulking would work. Picked this thing up at Home Depot. You can see it tightens. Let's see if I can get it to focus on the other side. Yeah, well, there's little wings in there that tighten up against the edge. So this thing is nice and firm. You can take this top off and get in there to tighten everything and get it centered. And so that's not flying off with a heavy wind or anything. And it sits right on there, and it will stop embers from going out, and it acts as a protection for downdraft. So you don't have the reverse effect of airflow that you want for the fireplace. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that.